Hello and welcome back to Bannerlord, and well, I gotta say, I am very much appreciating all of your suggestions, and there were some huge zingers as well. I absolutely love the puns. I love the puns that you came up with, and I just gotta say thank you to everyone that gave name suggestions. So I've got a couple of ideas from your suggestions, and I'm thinking we're probably going to go for something. There were some really, really funny ones as well, and I like the funny ones, I gotta say. I really like the funny ones, but I'm thinking that maybe we'll just go with the one that was upvoted the most. And I mean, it's democratic, I guess. I mean, considering it's super funny to say, it's democracy. We must go for democracy, considering we are bandits and so on. That really doesn't help out too much. But anyway, Wolves of Mall Street. I thought that was hilarious because the Wolf of Wall Street. I mean, it's a play on words in that respect. I thought that was amazing, very, very funny. And then we also have Brotherhood of Steel, and Steel spelt like this. And obviously Brotherhood of Steel, you know them from the Fallout universe. That is that gave me a chuckle. That certainly gave me a chuckle. And then we have a couple more serious names. Kingdom of the Free Peoples. I thought to myself, yeah, that actually suits us quite nicely because we were going to do a thing where we were kind of like a Robin Hood kind of character, and I think we're still kind of doing that, sort of. And then we have the Lawless Legion. And Lawless Legion was the top voted comment, so I thought to myself, okay, we'll just go with that. Why not? We'll just go with that. But I gotta say, thank you so much to all of you for giving me some name suggestions, because as you can no doubt tell, Bannerlord's not exactly the most the most imaginative, right? Yeah, not exactly the most imaginative. All right, so now that we actually have a little bit more influence, as you can see right here, I am actually going to be proposing Sacred Majesty just so I can earn even more influence, and then I will be going for something like where is it now? I think Noble Retinues also helps us to increase our party size, but I think there's something else that increases the King's... there we go. Royal Guard. As you can see, that is actually really good. I think I'm going to just take that straight away. The Lawless Legion will start authorizing the ruler to have a large private bodyguard. Alright, that sounds pretty cool. Now, I've got to show you something in the text log right here. I have recruited a new companion. I don't know whether you can notice what he's actually been able to do here, but he was able to take Honoratus prisoner. And I gotta say, I'm extremely impressed by this guy. I have no idea how he's able to do this, but just look at all of his skill points, leveling up his tactics, his roguery. He's been leveling up all kinds of crazy things. And he has been gaining levels like no one's business. He really has. So I am very, very impressed by him. Now, what we're going to do first, of course, is we're going to take a look. Okay, so oh wow, we have 250. Really? 250 space in our army now. Bear in mind that this is going to be a little bit tricky to deal with because I only have 31 days remaining, and I would assume that if I recruit more and more people, it's going to become kind of difficult to feed everyone. So we'll try our very best. We're just going to get a whole bunch of these guys. And then we'll get a couple more Frost Maidens as well. There we go. Seems good enough for me. And then we're going to head onward. Now, I am a pretty strong army at this point. I think we should have a pretty easy time of things. Now, I'm hopeful that I'll be able to find where Mike is. I don't exactly know where he might be. I think he was... Wait a minute. I think I can actually look. I also recruited Renikos as well, by the way. Yeah, he's this guy. Oh, there he is. Okay, so he was actually seen near Kuka. Okay, let me see where that is. Oh, that is all the way over here. Are you serious? Oh, there he comes. There he comes. Oh, perfect. Perfect timing, Mr. Mike. Oh, you seem to be doing a great job. Let me see if I can catch up to him. Now, I do want to do something here. I really wish I could speak to him without taking him back into my army, because I really want to kind of level him up a little bit, because you can see here if I actually go over to him. Oh, he's actually only leveled up twice. Okay, never mind then. doesn't seem like I really need to do anything with him at the moment, so I guess we can just move on. Now, here's the slight issue. I mean, actually, it's maybe not even a slight issue. We're kind of in the middle of Aserai territory, which is absolutely fine, but there aren't that many fiefs from the Southern Empire in this area, so it is making things a bit difficult for us to attack and then see what we can do about reinforcing ourselves and everything, but it is making it much more difficult, in my opinion at least, for the opponent to retaliate in any way. So pretty happy about it, but as I say, it's giving us only one target here, which is going to be kind of interesting. Anyway, let's see if I can build a bunch of onagers here. It's gonna be pretty quick. And look at him, Mike, he's just gaining so many skill points. It's just crazy. Now, we do have a massive amount of power level right here. So if I'm hopeful that they will not sally out in any way. But if they do, then I guess we'll just have to try our best. I mean, we have some decent cavalry, and, well, everyone in our army is pretty much decent, so, you know, it's not really going to be a big deal. I almost forgot to move my onager. That would have been pretty awful, wouldn't it? Now, let's also build some fire onagers as well, and you don't have to watch the rest of my construction, because, let's face it, you've seen it before. Alright, so, so far, so good. We have our 3 onagers built so far, and we're going to get a 4th one up, and I am just dreading seeing a huge army on the horizon at this point, but we have our 4 onagers, so I should be able to get those up and running. Bear in mind there's only 50,000 HP on the walls to burn through. I can only hope that we don't need to build any more onagers at this point. So let's see if I can at least kill their ballistas as fast as possible, and then we'll see what happens. We've already gotten 5,000 HP down. That's pretty good. Oh, they already destroyed one. Are you serious? That was actually way too fast in my opinion, but there you go. They did it. And we are going to build another one. If we can head in here, actually, before there's an army, I think we'll be in a really, really good position. Although, if they then sally out, then we're going to be in a really bad position. So it's kind of a bit of a toss-up there, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's get another onager built. We are losing some units as a result of our siege engines being destroyed, but I can't really do much about that right now. We've done over 50% of the wall's HP so far, which is actually very good. Very happy to see that. And there's another onager up and running. Very nice. Anytime we can replace the onager, that is a nice win for us. Just a small win here and there. Okay, still no army. I'm very surprised. Still no army turning up. Very surprising indeed. I would have expected them to turn up basically, well, within, I don't know, the first 3 minutes or so of me besieging this. Oh, did I see someone? Did I see someone over there? Not entirely sure, but whatever I do know is that we're gonna have the walls down in just a matter of moments. And there you go. Let's do it. Let's go in. Okay, I'm actually really surprised that they decided not to defend this, because I would assume that, I don't know, someone like Pharaon or Oros or, I don't know, one of those guys, maybe Regea herself, might actually decide to say hi to us, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. Anyway, after this, what I'm actually going to do is I might try to make peace with the Southern Empire for a short amount of time. Not going to do it for too long. Just going to do it for long enough for me to find a better sword, because I know that a couple of people have been saying that I should smith my own sword, and yeah, I would love to, but unfortunately my smithing skill is pretty awful, so I probably won't be able to do that. But what I would like to do instead is probably look around the marketplaces nearby, see if I can maybe find something from there, and then, well, hopefully, hopefully have a good opportunity to upgrade myself a little. So I'm just going to swipe at them as much as I can. Look at how much damage we are able to deal if I can actually get into range, because bear in mind we're moving so incredibly fast. It's very, very difficult, actually. You'd think, oh, he's moving fast, that's good. No, actually, I'd prefer to be moving a bit slower, to be honest, because that That would give me a little bit more control over things. Oh, wow, look at that. Did you see that? He swung that around his head like no one's business. Okay, come on now. Get him. Get him. Yes, there we are. Okay, so no doubt we've got some enemies behind us as well. But I'd kind of like to try and chase these guys down. It's highly unlikely that I'm going to be able to catch them. They seem to be pretty fast themselves, but we are wearing pretty heavy armor. So, stab him. Stab him. Ah. No, we got that one at least. And are we going to get that one? Nope. Oh, we didn't get him either. Okay. Oh, I actually thought that was the end. No, apparently not. Not yet. I'll take that. You know, I could literally just run over here to begin with and then just pick off the people that are trying to run away. I mean, that could be a strategy in itself. But there you go. Almost 60 renown, 22 influence, not too bad. And we can take the prisoners if we want to. I suppose I will, just because it's going to be a little bit of extra money and maybe some roguery as well. But yeah, there you go. Razzie was taken. And we can go into the tavern here. And we can sell all of this stuff, which is exactly what we're going to do. There we are. Fantastic. Okay, do I get some roguery? Yeah, I'm almost at 100. That's actually pretty cool. Who do we have here? Oh, a roguery companion. I like the roguery companions. I will be getting this person. Thank you very much. 1600. And I'm actually wondering whether I have space for another one. I don't think I do. I do. Oh, I actually do. I'm surprised. Okay, so we'll get this guy. He has 141 roguery. Wow, this guy's going to be an absolute beast if we make him into his own party. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm looking forward to seeing what he's able to do, because no doubt he's going to be able to raid villages like no one's business. He's literally going to be the best character that we have had so far. Oh, nice. And we finally gotten to 150 two-handed proficiency, which I personally feel is best spent on morale loss. I think 10% more damage against shields is great, but I think 10% is just not enough, in my opinion, to justify taking it over the morale loss. So I'm going to take the morale loss instead. And I actually want to see what else this guy is actually good at. Where is he now? Okay, so this guy's not really good at that much. He's good at one-handed, but this guy's good at one-handed and throwing, as well as athletics, and of course at roguery too. Interesting. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go into my inventory here. And we're just going to equip them with the best possible stuff that we can, and we'll give them some shields as well, just some random shield, because it doesn't actually matter what I decide to give them. These guys are both good at athletics, so I'm actually not going to have them ride a horse or anything like that. I don't personally feel like that would be advantageous to them. And I wonder whether I should give them... Nah, I'm not going to give them anything else. I'm just going to leave them with the sword that they currently have. And let's give them this thing here. This guy's not very good at roguery either. Oh, roguery. Not very good at riding either, so we'll just give him this, and then he can just use that. That is perfectly acceptable in my opinion. Okay, so let's have a look. So we do actually have a party spare, and I am going to be making Wusu the Prince the next party that we have here. All right, so you're going to be asking me, what am I going to do? What am I going to do with this party? He's got 80 troops. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to give him absolutely every single one of my cavalry, and I will be giving him a lot of my rangers as well. And I think that's a bit too much. I think that's enough. There we go. So yeah, that's what he's going to be running around with. Hopefully he'll do quite well with that. And then what I'm going to do is hopefully the garrison will start to replenish itself, or will start to do something here. Let's actually start recruiting some troops, and we'll put it at 150 or something like that, because it is a town after all. And is there anything else I want to do here? Yeah, I could technically sell. And they've got 86,000 gold, so it might make sense for me to sell a whole bunch. And there we go. Okay, do they have a two-handed sword here for me, or something that's actually good? No, it's not looking like it. It's not looking like it at all. That's unfortunate. Oh well, never mind. We can sell everything. 84,000, do you see that? I'm literally getting 84,000 from all of the loot that we've gained over the time that I've been fighting all of these vassals and everything. Pretty crazy. Alright, so I'm pretty happy that we now have another town under the Lawless Legion's banner. And we'll also be going over here and recruiting a bunch of these guys. We're going to get so many of these guys, I think. They're going to be very, very important for victories in, you know, field battles and things like that, because no doubt there's going to be some big army that... Oh! Hello. She's going to take that instantly, isn't she? Let's have a look if I can maybe disrupt her a little bit. No, she's going full out, isn't she? I actually wonder what I can do here. Well, it seems like the only thing I can do is just go in against them. And personally, I didn't really want to do that, because I personally had a look, and you can see here that they actually do have some pretty good units. Let's try it. Let's try it out and see what happens. I think we might do okay here. It depends on the environment. Okay, the environment is not that bad. I mean, it really depends. I don't really want to charge first. See, now, what we need to do is we need to tell everyone to hold fire. That's the first thing we need to do, because victory with my current army pretty much rests on whether my archers, and indeed my infantry with their throwing weapons, are effective. If they're not effective, then we will probably end up losing. So let's have a look and see if I can get these guys over here. I'm actually going to put the archers in the trees over here if I can. I need to kind of put them onto a bit of a better location. Oh, you know what? This is pretty awful. I'm going to just put them back here. Right back here. We're going to put the infantry over here. We're going to put them into shield wall formation. And then the archers, they can just go and fire at whoever they want to fire at. Oh, I don't want the archers to form a shield wall. Thank you very much. I actually want them to go loose. And let's get the horse archers over here as well. So we've got to be a bit careful here. As you can see, they're already upon us. Let's tell these guys to fire. So all of my infantry should start doing massive amounts of damage to the opponent. Look at this. Look at all of the horses coming in. They're doing so much damage. So much damage. Very nice to see that. And maybe, just maybe, I will be able to do some damage myself, which would be quite nice. Okay, not so bad. Not so bad so far. Okay, come on. We need to kill this this cavalry right here. Oh, no, he blocked. Are you serious? Come on now. Get him. Get him, guys. I'm sure you can get him in some way. Let's tell my infantry to charge in now. Tell my archers to charge in so they can deal some damage with their falxes if they are needed to do so. And I also need to get in here and do my fair share too. I'm being attacked by some cavalry here. That's not going to be too good. We've killed one of the leaders at least. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. I think this is indeed a victory, if you can believe it. I think this is actually a victory. And as I said, it all hinges, literally, on whether my infantry is able to use their thrown weapons, on my archers being able to use their thrown weapons, and even on my horse archers being able to use their thrown weapons. And I'm talking about archers like they're using thrown weapons, but, you know, using their bows. You know what I mean. But anyway, the point is that is exactly the reason why we win. Not because of anything else, because I wholeheartedly was a bit afraid of this particular army. Regea had some pretty good units, I gotta say. She had some pretty good units. And I was a bit worried that we would have a situation where we're just not going to be able to do anything. But there you go, 117 renown. We killed 430. We lost 40. And that's a pretty significant loss considering. But there you go. We're going to be taking every single one of these guys prisoner. And then we're going to probably move on to the next siege, because now that these guys are done, we don't really have to worry about that much. I don't think that they're going to have too much to really give us now, to be honest. I mean, they're probably going to have some ransoms. They might give us some ransoms or something like that, which I'd be very happy to listen to. And we're just going to head in here straight away and sell a huge amount of our prisoners to the ransom broker so that we can hopefully get that last point in roguery, so we can finally get to 100 roguery. That would be nice. So let's just sell a bunch of these. Wow, there's actually a huge amount. There's actually a massive, massive amount. Okay, wow, that's pretty crazy. And there you go. Wow. So if that doesn't give me... Yeah, there you go. Thank you for finally giving me 6 skill points in roguery. I mean, how many prisoners do I need to sell to gain that amount? I mean, it's such a huge amount. Okay, so this still has... Oh, they don't have any goods whatsoever. Are you serious? I could literally sell grain here for 55. If you know the Pelosaur series, you'll know that grain being 55 to sell is an absolutely insane amount. So pretty cool to see that. But I will sell the flax. I'll sell the flax here. I'll sell the iron ore as well. But I'm going to have to keep the food because I only have 22 days to really get that. So I guess I should manage the town a little bit, shouldn't I? So let's get some improved walls. I think we're going to have to do that in just a second. There we go. Now the marketplace, the forum, and all those other wonderful places as well. And then we'll probably head on over to our other town and see how that's going. But bear in mind that this is very weak still. It still only has 19 defenders, which is not very good. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go to the hideout real quick. Mike is doing a fantastic job, by the way. I'm actually really surprised that he's doing such a good job. And Wusur is actually doing a really nice job too. So very happy with all of them, to be honest. Okay, so wait a second. I actually need to check my party screen to see what I actually need. So what did I end up losing? Not a huge amount of these, that's for sure. My cavalry was pretty much the linchpin in my attack there as well, because them coming in from the side and literally just sweeping through the opponent, you saw how much kill spam there was at that exact moment. It was perfect. Absolutely perfect to have those there. And I guess I'll just get some more archers. That seems to be a good idea. So let's get a couple more of those. And there we have it. Okay, so I should have enough. Do I have too much? I think I have too much, actually. Okay, well, yeah, I have too much, yeah. So we're going to go and we are going to place a couple in the garrison. And hopefully we won't end up losing a bunch to desertion or whatever. So we'll head in there in a second. There we go. Okay, so I always forget where the garrison is because it's never on the main menu there. So I always forget that. Anyway, we'll just put our rangers in there. And that is it. All right, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, we're doing nicely. We're dismantling them piece by piece. Actually going quite well. Okay, so there's just a huge amount more to go, as you can no doubt see. So I guess onwards and upwards, pretty much. That's what we've got to do. So let's have a look and see whether I can maybe we can take the castle. I think I'll probably be able to take the castle relatively easily. Because let's face it, if I have everyone in my army, every single vassal in my army, these guys are not ever going to be able to stop us, really. Oh, there's a guy. There's a guy over there. I think we've taken him prisoner multiple times as well. But yeah, anyway, the roguery is now 100, so we get more loot. More loot from enemies? Okay. I think that's... that might be a bit overkill, to be honest. That might be a bit overkill. All right, so what I'm going to do now. What do I want to do now, actually? Because I have two-handed pretty much maxed out. My vigor is at 8, which I think is pretty decent. Could go for some more engineering. That might make sense, considering we're going to be doing a whole bunch of sieges. And even though I do have an engineer companion, I don't know whether he's going to be staying with us for that much longer. Anyway, that will be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.